clarify, I absolutely 100% want you to know that you can cut the cable bill if you buy a Fire TV stick and the Mohu. If you buy this with this, you will have all the channels that you're used to having, let's say local channels, and then the Fire TV will give you everything else that you need. Now, on Mohu, we are approaching 60% sold out for the entire day. We sold 5 times more than we expected at midnight of Mohu, so please ask for Mohu as soon as you can. Aaron, there's obviously a lot here, and it's a new generation of television viewing and television watching. That's what this is.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's an incredible way to be able to enjoy your entertainment more easily and in all of your rooms. And that's one of the things I want to mention. You know, one of the great things about a 2-pack tonight is that it allows you to have a great TV or great TV experience in maybe you've got a cabin or maybe in the basement where you don't want to have cable on every single television. Well, you just plug in your Amazon TV and you have instant access to 500,000 of your favorite shows, of your favorite movies, of your favorite actors and actresses. Maybe when Grandpa comes over, you know, when I think of watching television for my grandfather, with my grandfather, it would always be Westerns. So maybe he loves John Wayne or wants to watch any old Western movies. Look, these are the Westerns. And what I love about this, it's old ones and it's new ones. Things like Westwood. You know, or excuse me, Westworld. That's a brand new Western, but then there's great old things available here as well. Western Mania, and then there's apps and games and all of that available to you. The key with the media streamer is, and particularly I should say the key with this media streamer, is that it's your entertainment on demand whenever you want it for much less money. Much of this, many shows, many movies, many games, many apps are free. Whether you're checking out the TBS app or the TNT app or the Major League Baseball app or A&E. Do you like to watch A&E? Smithsonian, that's a great channel. AMC if you like classic movies. If you subscribe to several services, like many of us have a subscription to Netflix, for example, and then maybe a subscription to Amazon Prime too. I have one to both. One of the coolest things about this is it will always find the least expensive way for you to enjoy whatever it is you want. So maybe you want to watch the movie Trolls. Right. Okay? So I'm just going to press the little voice. It's so easy to use because you just say what you want to do. I'm going to press the little voice remote there. I'm going to say Trolls. And it's going to find the movie Trolls for me. And that was instant because this has a quad-core brain in it, a computer processing brain in it. So it's right away. You notice when I go to Trolls, the very first thing it tells me I can do is watch it now with Netflix because it knows I have a subscription. I've downloaded, you will have downloaded the Netflix app, right? So I could watch it right away. Now, if I didn't have Netflix, I could rent this as well. So for $3.99 high definition or for $2.99, I could rent it from Amazon. Right. But what I love is even though this is an Amazon product, it doesn't right away take you to the way that Amazon, the company, is going to make money by you watching it. It gives you the best deal based on, are you a Hulu member? Are you a Netflix? You know, because many of us subscribe to those services. Sure. You might subscribe to a couple of the services. You might just enjoy the free content on some of the other apps, on maybe the PBS app or maybe the BBC app or something like that.
So all of this is to be discovered. I mean, you're going to find so much there. Too much of our time is spent searching rather than finding. One of the things you'll notice Aaron has done time and time again in these past 10 minutes is just talk to Alexa. Alexa is built into this Fire Stick. This is one of the newer models instead of one of the old models, the new model that has Alexa. So no more typing, no more tapping away, no more searching. You just say what you want to do. So you want to watch a comedy, you want to find movies with Julia Roberts in or Harrison Ford in, it will do it all for you. Remember, a 2-pack tonight is the biggest value. That's $40 off our price, and then we throw in a ton of extra goodies also. That's a better price than Amazon has. One for the living room, one for the bedroom. One of the other things I appreciate, Aaron, is that this is going to be more future-proof because for more content that is coming out in 4K, this does it.
Absolutely, content in 4K and HDR as well. So let's spend a minute talking about that because when you compare this sort of across the spectrum of devices that are available, it's absolutely, without question, sets the gold standard. 4K television compared to standard or 1080p high-definition television, you have up to 8 million pixels compared to about 2 million with standard definition. Look at the difference on the left and on the right. On the right is your new streamer streaming in that highest 4K. Now, if you don't have a 4K TV, don't worry about it. This absolutely works with any television that has an HDMI port. HDR stands for high dynamic range. It means your television is able to see more colors, to see more shades and more degrees of color. So when you watch a Western, or when you watch those great, Discovery type movies, or movies about the blue planet or what have you, the color is out of this world. And again, compare the left, the standard color, to right, the high dynamic range color. It's not just the visual, even the audio on this is improved. This has Dolby Atmos digital built in, so your sound quality, the sound quality that is streamed to your device is a higher quality as well. Adam was talking about Alexa, Alexa voice remote. I've been showing you all your entertainment options, things like, how about Open HSN? So you can do entertainment things like Open HSN and literally be able to stream HSN. So this is not, this isn't cable. This isn't using any of other devices. This is just using the, we actually did, sorry, lost our picture there for just a minute. Just using the Fire Stick, you can watch HSN, you can watch all these other shows, without having any sort of subscription. You can also do other Alexa type things that you would do on other Alexa type devices. Like, for example, what's the weather?
In St. Petersburg, it's 77
These are the kind of things
with clear skies.
I think that
today you can look for intermittent.
She's just giving us some information on the weather. I think these are the sort of things that really open up with the streamer, really open up your television to almost be like a computer. You want to ask something like, how's the traffic?
Currently, traffic on your commute looks pretty clear.
Even if you want,
fastest route takes
so it's telling me a little bit about the
7
traffic. Even if you want to ask odd
minutes,
facts, you want to ask about travel, or you want to ask about destinations, or you want trivia facts, or you want it to tell you a story or tell you a joke. All of those things that you've probably seen other Alexa devices do, all that Alexa brain power is built in here.
So much is free in terms of the content. Now it's, think about, as Aaron mentioned, these apps as channels. You go into what you want. We had questions before about Lifetime Movie Network and Fox News and CNN and all these different things that we're so used to. There's an app for that, and that means there's a channel for that, and it's on the Fire Stick. If you would like to order tonight for Father's Day, we can guarantee Father's Day delivery for just $5 extra. It's a $5 express shipping charge. We guarantee it's going to be there before the 17th. And if your dad lives in another state or city, well, we can send it straight to him if you so desire. Aaron, we only have 45 seconds left on our today's special. What else do we need to know?
If you're a little bit hesitant, if you think, I don't know if I can do this or not, I don't know if I can use this or not, my biggest recommendation, because it's an Amazon product, it is incredibly user-friendly. I mean, that's one of the things they do so beautifully. How about having access to over 500,000 shows, many of which are free, on 2 televisions in your house? Well, that's what you get with our 2-pack. I just recommend get it home, try it out, see what everyone's talking about. Media streaming is not the way of the future, it's the way of now when it comes to television.
Well, guys, what we'll do is we'll tell you a couple things, and then I have some exciting news. First is that if you'd like to protect any investment when you buy it from us at HSN, any type of gadget or gizmo, ask about HSN Protection Plus. I do want to spend a moment, and our wonderful team is allowing me to do it. Guys, if you bought